The Miami Dolphins defense is this fascinating beast heading into 2025. Everyone's buzzing because the cornerback room doesn't exactly inspire confidence. It's a glaring liability that national and local critics have been picking apart for months. That secondary has almost zero proven names, so yes, it's hanging over the team like a dark cloud, raising real questions about how the whole thing will slide together. Shift over to the front seven, though, and you feel something different. That group is looking athletic, hard-hitting, and fast. Up front, you've got Zach Sealer and freshly drafted Kenneth Grant anchoring inside, backed up by rookie nose tackle Jordan Phillips. Grant was selected 13th overall and comes in with that top-tier size, about 6'4", 331 pounds, expected to shine at stopping the run and freeing up guys like Sealer and the pass rush crew behind him. TheFinsider.com +2 MiamiDolphins.com +2. Meanwhile, Jordan Phillips, a fifth-round pick, adds more heft and rotation inside the three-tech lineup. MazenBrew.com. Then there's the pass rush. Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, and Chop Robinson make up a new-look trio on the edge. Chubb didn't see the field at all in 2024 because of that knee injury he suffered late in 2023. Wikipedia +15 NFL.com +15 FinFanatic.com +15. Jalen Phillips, a high-upside first-rounder from 2021, barely played last year either. Another torn ACL put him out in Week 4 of the 2024 season. Yahoo Sports. Chop Robinson, meanwhile, is still ascending but has looked every bit ready in camp and joins the Hornets' nest as a third option. To FinSider.com +15 Yahoo Sports +15 Yahoo Sports +15. Put them together, and when healthy, it's a pass rush with bite, speed, and upside. But here's where it gets really juicy. The linebacker room might be the most overloaded group on the entire defense. Jordan Brooks came in as a free agent and delivered. Then mid-season Tyrel Dodson grabbed a job after being claimed off waivers. Dodson finished strong opposite Brooks and earned himself a contract extension in March 2025. The Guardian +15 Wikipedia +15 Yahoo Sports +15. Then the Dolphins added veterans Willie Gay and KJ Britt this offseason, expanding depth and creating a real headache for coaches trying to pick two starters. Gay in particular has been a splash of training camp, constantly active in pursuit, disruptive in zone, and bursting on blitzes. ESPN.com. Yet Coach Joe Barry said the starting duo remains Brooks and Dodson, meaning that Gay's performance presents a serious puzzle. If he's playing at this level, how do you actually get him on the field? Barry referenced past seasons where Miami lined up three inside linebackers in certain packages and rotated players to maximize strengths. MiamiDolphins.com. He even called it a champagne problem. Having four inside linebackers with starting experience and track records in the league isn't a limitation. It's a luxury. TheFinsider.com +7 TheFinsider.com +7 TheFinsider.com +7. That kind of internal competition can elevate everyone, if coordinated well. Reflect on Gay's journey. He had a rough 2024 in New Orleans, asked to play on the edge as a rush linebacker, which didn't suit him. He was underutilized off the ball. Only saw around 100 snaps in coverage, compared to over 1,100 in prior seasons. MiamiDolphins.com. Now in Miami, coaches seem determined to use him in the most impactful way possible, whether via rotations or sub-package roles. Meanwhile, Brooks brings consistency as the free agent signing. Dodson, undrafted originally but now rewarded with real money, showed big-time promise late last year and secured a 2-year, $8.25 million deal in March 2025. Wikipedia. Add Britt into the mix, and it's a group so deep that matchup flexibility suddenly becomes a weapon, not just a headache. Back to the line. Kenneth Grant's arrival helps fill a major void after Calais Campbell left, and he should step in immediately to give that inside core more physicality and versatility against the run. PHINSUP.com. Analysts point out that while his pass rush is still developing, his effort as a run stuffer and ability to occupy blockers matters. He'll help open lanes for the likes of Sealer and others to chase down the quarterback or ball carrier. TheFinsider.com +1. Jordan Phillips adds youth and rotational strength. He's fresh off a strong showing across Tennessee and Maryland, and at 312 pounds, brings energy inside Wikipedia. When people say Miami drafted him to add size, they're right. But it's also about mixing that size with mobility, especially on early downs and heavy formations. Having Grant and Phillips as multi-piece contributors provides inside flexibility and keeps the starters fresh in tight games. The trio of Chubb, Jalen Phillips, and Chop Robinson forms an enticing edge package. All three have flash talent. Chubb is a former Pro Bowler. Jalen's rookie year showed enormous upside, and Chop offers younger burst and development. SharpFootballAnalysis.com +7 Yahoo Sports +7 NFL.com +7. But the health question looms large. Both Chubb and Phillips missed almost all of 2024. Preseason chatter often centers on whether they can stay on the field and produce consistently again. If they can, that edge rotation may become one of the better units in the league. Combine that front with the uber-talented linebacker depth, and Miami's defense has mystery, flexibility, and options. The secondary? Yeah, it's still a glaring unknown, and as Kuiper pointed out, the team punted on secondary depth in early draft rounds, drawing a grade of C+ for its strategy. PHINSUP. Multiple cornerbacks and safety positions remain thin, despite media and fan pressure. They did add guys like Jason Marshall Jr. and Dante Trader Jr. late in the draft, but question marks remain diario AS +1. That imbalance means the front seven has to deliver. Pressure up front, tackling integrity in the second level, and a creative linebacker rotation might mask some of the issues in coverage. How Weaver and Barry scheme it matters. Will they rely on frequent blitz packages, disguise with coverage rotations, or tighten on run defense with base look sets? Consider the coaching mindsets. Barry already admitted using unconventional packages to get those playmakers on the field last year. He and Weaver will need to keep that mindset. Rotate Brooks, Dodson, Gay, Britt across looks. Leak edge rushers from different angles. Use Grant and Phillips in multi-DL fronts to tighten run fits or surprise teams with interior movement. Notice how fans are talking. One sentiment noted the influx of linebacker experience and the return of Chubb and Jalen cannot be understated. Reddit +8 TheFinsider.com +8 FinFanatic.com +8. There's real hope this group might anchor what's otherwise a shaky defense. If they execute, masks fall over holes elsewhere. But it's worth asking, what's the risk? If the secondary fails to hold up, QBs will exploit mismatches deep, leaving the front seven chasing ghosts. If injuries strike again, especially to Chubb or Phillips, that edge group could collapse or fall short of expectations. And if Gay or Britt don't find consistent rotation snaps, depth becomes less of an asset and more of a roster logjam. Still, a fully healthy front seven backed by that linebacker core could create turnovers, force third and longs, get 4-yard runs stopped before they bloom. That kind of yard-stingy, pressure-heavy defense is what Miami needs. When the offense sputters, or Tua misses time like last year, it's a defense that must bend but not break.